I told y'all, I told y'all, I told y'all. Boat, water, fish. Let's get going before the wind gets kicked up. Fishing partner today, Brother Ken. It is about 6 o'clock in the morning. We are going after some sheephead, white trout, redfish, whatever we can catch. Wish us luck. You ready? Tonto? He's Tonto 1, I'm Tonto 2. No Kimosabi's here. Alright, we are on the sheephead grounds, and the water is very muddy because this wind has been up for several days. Seen a lot of videos, guys, thinking that this is a big new thing, fishing with worms and night crawlers for sheephead. I am 60 years old, and I remember when I was a little kid, my grandfather doing the same thing, so it's nothing new. That rig, little 1/4 ounce egg sinker with a split shot. I believe that's a number 2 or number 4 hook. And we have other bait too. We have some frozen shrimp that works fine, and some frozen clams that we don't know work or not. I'm sure they will. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do. Ken's doing his video too. This muddy water is a little concerning, but I'll bring you back. Something starts happening. No bite yet. Wind's pushing us a little bit, so we're strapped up to the bumper here. We'll pick up something here soon. We'll go somewhere else or move down that way. It don't matter, we're fishing. We're not working, we're fishing. Fish on, fish on. What have we got? Ooh, boy. I am hooked up. If we can see him, where the net is in the box.
It's in the box.
Yeah, at least we got it this time. We forgot it last time. That's a good fish.
Oh, yeah.
That is that a catfish?
That is a catfish.
That is a, here it could be a fresh or saltwater, but that is a hard head.
Yep.
Saltwater cat. I don't want to break there with you. Thank you, sir.
So if you're not used to Florida fishing, this is what we call a hard head or sail cat. It's a saltwater type of catfish. I have tried to eat them, but they're just not edible, and they're super slimy, and they will fin you bad.
I personally will eat one, but the big one, they need to be bigger than this. Give me my hook back. Let him go. Just let him go. Now I'm all slimy. Fish in the boat. We didn't get skunked. We got slimed. All right, we're getting bit. Put a second rod out just to while we're sitting here. Come on, come on. You can eat it. You can have it. Yep, bait stealer problem. Fish on, fish on. This acted like a sheephead. What we got here? Another catfish. Nah, just, if he breaks it off, I'll retie it. He's a little bigger, but he still ain't big enough to eat. There he is. This keeps on, we might have to move around some. We tied up on the proper side of the fenders, because he's a little bit bigger than us. Big barge coming through. I don't see nobody. I was going to wave at somebody. The thing about them is you don't hear them until the tug gets to you. We're nice and sound and safe over here. I'll wave at them. That's a cool looking rig right there. Catherine T. Duvall. I like to lob my rod, and if this is a catfish, it's a good one. They ain't swimming right at me. Ooh, I don't know that that's a catfish. He's on something. He swam around something. See if he'll come off of it. There he is. There he is. He's coming now. That is a good whatever it is. Stingray.
Ooh.
Well, and that's why I thought he got hung. He was stuck to the bottom.
There we go. We have got a stingray right here.
Let's get y'all a look at him. I do not like fooling with these, and he ain't big enough to eat anyway. So
This was bigger, we would keep it, and that would make an excellent knife sheath.
yep. Now that hook will rust out. All right, now I'm down for a little bit. I got to retie 2 hooks. It's hooked up in the back with what appears to be something pretty nice.
I'm hooked up, folks. Ah,
What you got there?
catfish.
That's a bigger one, biggest one so far.
Yeah. on my little hook thing and got it right here on the hip. Oh, by the way, if you like these little pliers I got, you need to talk to Ricky. He is excellent for these. I'm going to do a release and a D-hook at the same time. Yes, sir.
Is that one out? Oh, you must have mucked it. That was a flurry of excitement, and the wind is starting to pick up again and blow us all over the place. So this may be interesting for us over. There, fish on. Swimming right at me. I'm sort of guessing what this might be.
There, I guess.
What's up, my buddy J Null says, I like it when my pole bends. Dang, come here. You think you something, but you ain't. Stingray.
Ooh, another stingray.
Man.
Pull him up.
Nah, get him right there. And we will once again out of here. Well, at least we're putting something in the boat that smells sort of like fish, but now we'll retie a hook and we'll try again. Now we're working with a very, very low tide right now. It's coming in throughout the day, and we're getting hit a lot, and it's these. Now I call these little silver trouts. They are fairly good eating fish if you get them big enough. But we're gonna, again, setting up a brim buster. What we're gonna do is catch a few of these, and we'll have us some cut bait for this afternoon when the tide starts moving. Be much better. Now here comes a real barge. That is a big one. Please don't hit the bridge. They look like they got it all right. Not yet. Too muddy. Dang, that pole there didn't make it by much, did it? That's an impressive looking thing right there. Here comes the wake. That's a big tugboat. Name on that one's Duval also. Family run business probably. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna make a major move. All morning we have not caught anything to speak of over here. I did get me a mess of little silver trout because I am fish hungry. If we don't catch nothing else, I'm gonna eat them. I know somebody's gonna say something about the ride over here where we are now. We are life jacket up now. We are safety preserved up. Because we have a pretty good ways to go. If we can even get there, which I think we can. The wind has not been what we thought it was going to be, so we're going to give her a try. See y'all when we get there. Alright, we didn't exactly make where we was going. We got about a mile out, and the way the wind is blowing, it was rough enough to scare me, so we turned around and came back. It's another good spot right across from where we were. The only bad thing about this spot is the traffic on the bridge is very noisy. But catching fish, we won't pay no attention to that. Fish on! thinking red. Pull and drag. Don't get in the anchor rope. That's one reason I hate an anchor. Oh well.
Kitty cat?
I don't think so. It could be. If it is, I'll eat
It's
him.
not fighting like a cat.
Not quite like a red. It could be a sheephead, which is what we're here for. Not in the anchor rope. Big catfish. This one is big enough to, I don't know. I don't know, don't even want to fool with him. There we go. Handy dandy fishing pliers. There. Well, it was a fish. A fish, not a good fish. Oh well. We're gonna give this a few more minutes here, and we got another spot to go to that's protected back in the bayou there. We're gonna try that. All right, we moved yet again. The wind finally got up, and it just in the bay is too rough. We had the anchor down. We couldn't even. We kept pulling the anchor loose. So moved back in here to this bayou. This old trussel here has been here since way before I was born. And the big trussel we was under to start with on the across the bay used to look just like that close to the water. But there's been fish here for years, so we're gonna see if we can't pick up a couple here. Still real muddy though. Fish on. Where's he going? What is he? I shudder to think. He's stuck on the bottom. I think it's a stingray. Well, it's moving now. Up, get up here. I do believe it's probably a ray. Yep, big one. But I don't want to fool with him, do you?
I don't even think that'd make a knife sheath.
That's what you call Santa Rosa County catch and release.
Yeah.
Lord of mercy, folks, we're gonna have to move again. I don't know what else to do. There's some fresh water back up that way. We might go look up there in just a few minutes. The wind is getting worse and worse. Loaded and ready to go home. No fish to speak of. Sitting in a little silver trout, which we'll get those cleaned up and cooked. Maybe we'll video that too. The wind is just up and up and up. I know it don't look like it right here, but it is. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next clip. All right, let's close out the fishing video. This is actually the next day. Now, I decided not to keep them little silver trout to eat, but I did pack them in salt water and put them in the freezer. And we'll use those for catfish bait a little later in the year. Besides being a fun trip, enjoyable, being away from the shop, being on the water, it was great. Other than that, not so much as far as food production. Anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will see y'all on the next one.